Tomser Cat, home of brilliant children's books. Meow!
Hello, welcome again to another Tomser Cat Storytelling, where we do all things storytelling, and today we're going to do a book review of
Bigfoot, Tobin Me.
Bigfoot, Tobin Me, yes. And so if you'd like to like and subscribe and ring the bell, you'll never miss another episode. So we decided to read this book as a family. I've read it before on my own, but we decided to read it as a family. And who did we read it with?
My little sister Catherine and my mum and me.
And you. And I was doing the reading. And how does the book open, Sir?
It opens like this. Just kidding. It opens when Lemonade, sadly her mum passed away, so she's moving from San Francisco to Willow Creek, and she's going to live with her grandpa Charlie.
Yeah, and she doesn't really know her grandpa Charlie because I think her mum and grandpa Charlie fell out sometime in the past, so she doesn't really know. And she's gone from this big city down into this tiny town called Willow Creek, which is famous for a big creature called Bigfoot. And Uncle Charlie, I always call him Grandpa Charlie, owns a shop called
Bigfoot Souvenirs and More.
And he sells all things Bigfoot related. But Grandpa Charlie has a special friend who comes over all the time called
Tobin.
And Tobin's the same age as Lemonade, and he is the founder member and president of
Bigfoot Detectives Inc.
And he actually goes on the hunt for Bigfoot. And really this whole story is about friendship, isn't it? It's about a growing friendship between Tobin and Lemonade.
Yeah, and a bond relationship with her Grandpa Charlie too.
And bonding with Grandpa Charlie because she doesn't really know him. And does Tobin and Lemonade's relationship, is it a smooth thing, or does it have bumps along the way?
It has a little bit of bumps along the way.
And it's quite sad in parts, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But
you'd have to read it to find out.
Well, yeah, that's why we're doing a book review.
Mm-hmm.
But with this book, it actually shows how Lemonade starts to deal with her grief. And as you said, she starts to bond with Charlie. And at some point, maybe they might actually meet with
a Bigfoot.
But we're not going to tell you whether they do or not.
No.
And there's some lovely characters. There's some lovely characters in this. We've got Tobin's mum, and there's a lovely old lady.
So Tobin's mum's name is Debbie.
Yeah.
And the old lady, really nice old lady that Lemonade really likes, is called...
Is it Mrs. Sanderson?
Mrs. Dickerson.
Oh, Mrs. Dickerson, I forgot her name. Mrs. Dickerson, and also Mrs. Dickerson, did she used to teach Lemonade's mum? I think...
I think she knew her. She knew her by school.
Yeah, but I think she was a teacher. I can't remember now because we read the book a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
But she knew, and she gives an insight into Lemonade's mum as a little girl. And Lemonade's mum grew up in Willow Creek. So this is a great story. It's a great story. What do you think of reading together as a family, Sarah?
Oh, it's really comforting. You get those cuddles.
Comforting. Nice cuddles, yeah.
You maybe get a blanket over you and just
but
maybe a little snack.
But what's it like being read to? How does it make you feel?
Makes me feel nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
And it's really good just to get in, really engrossed in the story. So this is a story of, if you like, relationships and friendships and all the ups and downs, with a little bit of sadness as well. But coming through that sadness, this is a great book. What age group would you say this is good for, Sarah?
Probably about 14 or 15. 15, or
Okay.
maybe adults and stuff.
Well, I enjoyed it
Yeah.
as an adult reading on my own. So
Yeah.
so it is a good adult book as well, but it's also, I would say, 11 to 14, 15 years old. It's a great read, and the relationship between Tobin and Lemonade and her growing relationship with her grandpa is a really good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're coming to the all important bit. How many stars would you give it out of 5?
Well, to be honest, I didn't understand it at the start, but when it came to build up in the middle and everything, I would give it a 4.
Give it a 4.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. And I would actually give it a 5 out of 5. I absolutely love the book. I know it's aimed at young adults and perhaps a little bit younger, but it really is a good read, and especially as a family book, isn't it?
Yeah.
To read together as a family, and it really is all about family and really how friends can become more than friends and great family. Yeah.
And we recommend you read this book because it's actually really good.
It is.
And especially with your family too.
Yeah. It's actually available as well. I think it's called Lemons over in the US.
Yeah.
But over here, we preferred this cover, didn't we? Bigfoot, Tobin Me.
How about we read the blurb to them?
Yeah, go on in. Read the
Okay.
blurb.
Despite being named after her mum's favourite saying, there isn't much for Lemonade Wit to look forward to since her mother died, especially now she has moved to the wild of Willow Creek. Here she meets on an annoying boy called Tobin, who has head of Bigfoot Detectives Inc., is
Obsessed.
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 I can't say the word. Obsessed with finding the legendary beast. Recently, reluctantly, she joins him in search of the elusive creatures, but what they find instead is even better.
And that's the thing. So they go on the hunt for the Bigfoot, but what they find is even better than finding or not finding, without giving any spoilers away, the Bigfoot. And what is Lemonade's favourite snack? What does she like eating?
Can't remember.
A
Twinkie.
Yeah, a Twinkie. We don't know Twinkies over here, but I think they're marshmallows.
Yeah.
You don't like marshmallows, do you?
I thought they were some kind of drink.
No.
No, they're marshmallows.
Yeah, they're marshmallows, I think, and chocolate. We'll have to look at that on the internet. But anyway, that's our review of Bigfoot, Tobin Me. We're going to give it a 4.5 stars. Mine 5, Seren's 4. 4.5 stars out of 5. And as we said before, if you like this storytelling channel, if you'd like to know more about book reviews, why not like, subscribe, click the bell. And we've got more books of our own from Tomser Cat. We are Tomser Cat Books. And we've got more adventures of our own. We've got Polly's Magic Bubbles. We got The Mystery of the Unsnowy Mountain and the Great Deep Sleep Miscalculation. And we got Mage Prince of the Giants, Can We Walk to the Moon, How High the Trees Grow.
And all those books.
And all those books.
Yeah.
Yep.
Different ages. We have like these reading stages, like Bobcat.
Oh, well remembered. Cougar. Mouses.
And what's the other one?
Big cats.
Big cat.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, well remembered. Mouses is like our big picture books, where you tend to read to toddlers. Then we've got Bobcats, which is first readers, which is like a first chapter book, but much bigger print. And then we've got Cougars, which is sort of just under your age, 7 to 11s.
Yeah.
And then we've got Big Cats, which is sort of tweens and up, young adults and up. So that's it from us. We hope you enjoyed this book review. It's nice to actually share it with Seth, and it is actually really nice to read as a family. So we pray that you've been blessed by this review, and you'll join us again next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. See you soon.